What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? This is Chris, aka Barnum11970, and as always, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. All right, I wanted to first thank my subscribers. My last video, I was talking about, you know, people like Freemasons or whoever who might actually have information, truth, etc. And I got a lot of people that contacted me. I spoke to a couple of people, got some emails from a bunch of people with lots of information, lots of things to look at. So much so, it's going to take me, God knows how long to watch it all and read it all. But to me, that's a beautiful thing. So to all of those people, I want to thank them. Now, whether the information is real, whether it's accurate, I don't know. But I am one of those people. Listen to things, take what you can out of it, and then draw your own conclusion from there. One of the mistakes I used to make on my old channel was the fact that I would just believe anything without checking into it, without verification. And with mistakes in life, you could better yourself by improving on what you've done and learn from your mistakes. And I'm learning that. I, for some reason, have this need to want to learn truth, want to help people. And I'll tell you something, and I'm going to post the link in the description box tonight, which blew me away. If you're not subscribed to Greg Hunter, I thoroughly suggest you do that tonight and watch the interview he did tonight with a woman that used to work for the government's very important person, got fired for whistleblowing. And near the end of this video, that video, it's about a 30-minute long video, she actually talks about how she can prove that there are two constitutions. And what did she say? The Act of 1871. That we've been fooled. That made me feel really good. And despite all the things I've had to put up with, despite the stress of it, because it is stressful, anything worthwhile that you put passion into, sometimes is going to be stress. It's what you do with that stress, and I've tried to turn it into something positive. And I'll have the people who, say they're in for truth, and they say they're trying to be have constructive criticism or whatever, and some people are just pure hatred. I'm very proud of a lot of people tonight, including myself. We are going to win this. And there are going to be people that are going to lose out, that have had a lot of gain by stealing from us and lying to us. And truth will always win out in the long run. And I can honestly say that in my mind, in my gut, in my heart, that before this year is over, there's going to be a lot of people understanding what's going on in this world. There are people out there who care enough to put their lives on the line, to put themselves on the line. You know what? Not for nothing, I just make videos. I might talk about some truthful stuff, but there are people putting their lives on the line every day to make this world a better place, sacrificing their time and being constantly attacked, but doing their part. We all have to do our part in whatever strengths that we have. My strength is my ability to help educate people. And despite the negativity I get, despite the fact that places like YouTube will silence my videos, because I've already seen it. I've gotten tons of emails saying about some of my videos how they don't work or how they're shut off. And I've actually witnessed my 49-minute video about the truth of the United States that it's been shut down. They said for copyright infringements on other people's channels. I would love to know what copyrights there are, considering it's my own speaking, and all I'm doing is quoting from law books and my own words and the Constitution. But yet, I've seen it. As a matter of fact, I saw on Facebook today that over almost 7,000 people have shared, just on Facebook alone, my one video. And to hear somebody else saying that not only do they know about this, that they can prove it, and just the fact they even talked about it, makes me very happy at the route that I've chosen to travel. And like I said, I'm just a regular guy. I have passion to want to help people. I have the motivation and the drive to do this for the rest of my life if I have to, despite the hurdles that I've had. It's rewarding. And we are going to win very soon. I thoroughly believe that the people that come here, the real ones, the ones that are here for change, the ones that are here for the truth and trying to find the truth, we are going to win. And that's going to be a proud day. It's not like I'm going to sit there and say, oh, I told you so. It's going to be the icing on the cake. The fact that some of us out there are willing to put our self-respect on the line, our blood, sweat, and tears for some, to overcome humiliation and attacks and insults, and not let that stop us. And I made a promise, and it's not always been easy, but I've made a promise I will stick with you guys until the bitter end. And it's been challenging. Because of my passions, I can be over-emotional. But I'm in touch with that. But what I do is I turn it into something positive. Yeah, people might trick me every now and then. Yeah, people might get to me every now and then. But it's not a permanent thing. It's not something that stops me. It motivates me even more. So for every person that's sending out that hatred, I turn it into something more positive. And then the thanks I get from the people who care, the information I get from people who care, are what motivates me and drives me. And again, I'm just a simple, regular nobody. And I'm proud of that. Because I could spend my time doing selfish things, doing things that are counterproductive, things that more people might even like me for. But we all have to understand why some of us do what we do. It's not for the fame. It's not for money. And for the news unit, and yes, I'm going to call you out on this one, to have the nerve to accuse me of trying to do this for money, dude, go get a life. You are a nobody, and without me, you'd have nothing to talk about. Grow up. You're a 30-year-old child who's borderline stalking at this point. And you could say whatever you want. You can go on your channel, which I find funny. You talk about saying that I come on here for money because I said the word when I wrote to Jesse Ventura on his channel. I said I want to contribute in any way. I want to make my contribution. And that moron turns around and says contribution as in money. Go back to school and learn English. When you contribute something, you're making a contribution. And for you to turn around and sit there and say that I'm doing it for money, first of all, you got a donation button on your website, you hypocrite. And if it wasn't for me and other people like me, no one would even know you exist because you do nothing that matters. And you can hate me all you want, I don't care. But I'm calling you out for the piece of trash that you are. But I also, when this is all said and done and we all come out winners, you will be a winner too. And maybe one day you'll realize that you were rooting for the wrong side. Because it's easy to attack people like me. Doesn't make it right. But things like that just motivate me even more. The passion I have for this, I wish I can explain it. I know some people say things like, Chris, you take it too seriously. I know some people say, Chris, why are you doing this? It's my decision. It's my choice. I love doing this. As aggravating, as stressful, and as hurtful as it can be, that the personal attacks that I get from people that don't even know me, it's still worth it. And if I had the chance of knowing what's going to be coming down the road, if we all win, and I had the choice to do this all over again, I would do it in a heartbeat. And I know people care. I get emails all the time from people thanking me. Tonight when I made my last video, I got tons of emails from people wanting to help. Pleasantly surprised. I don't need millions. I don't need to be the one that saves the world, although I want to be a part of it. I want to be remembered for my tiny little minuscule part, that instead of being the hater, instead of being the attacker, instead of being the person who didn't give a rat's ass about what's going on other than what they could put in their own pocket, I want to be known as a person that actually gave their heart to make the world a little tiny bit better. I'm not changing the world. I know this. My ego will never need to be that big. But because I care about more than myself, even for people who may not even appreciate it, because so many people say, oh, you're doing this and the people don't care. I cannot determine what other people think and how people react. Because if I'm doing it just for them to like me, then I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, and I'm not going to insult anyone's intelligence for that. And yes, I care, almost maybe to a fault. Some people may not understand that. People may hate me for it. But the ones that are here, knowing that we're all trying to find what little bit of this salvation we can to make this world into a better place, you guys know that if tomorrow I found the cure for cancer, if I found the whatever, the way to get us all out of this imprisonment that we have, I would do it in a heartbeat and not ask for a dime. I'm not here to write a book. I'm not here to sell t-shirts. I'm here because the truth matters. My whole life, I knew I was different in a good way. That things were always questioned. I questioned things and didn't know why. You led down a path, but if you refuse to walk it, it doesn't matter if somebody shows it to you. You have to be able to do it. You have to have the courage. You have to leave the fear behind. And I don't know where this video is going at this point. I'm just proud of the people that are in contact with me who care. And the ones that are trying to hurt us, you're not going to win. And for whatever reason you're doing it, there's obviously an agenda behind it. Because some of the people that are trying to trash what I talk about, what other people talk about, they are bent on focusing on it, on whatever they do. Because if you go to any of their channels, there is nothing that says anything about helping anyone. There's nothing contributing to a society where we benefit from it. All they can do is hurt people, or at least try to hurt people. And it does work on some people. Some people have shut down their channels. Some people have just stopped making videos. Some people may have never started because of those people. It's the fear that's kept us in control for thousands of years. And I don't care if anybody thinks it's over dramatic or over the top or it's ridiculous. That's saying to me that you haven't cared enough to do your own research and you're basing it on your gut, your feelings, your emotions, and what you've been programmed to think. And the ones that are here for the right reason, I commend you, I applaud you, I thank you, and we are going to win. And I'm just going to leave it at that. What you want to take from this video is thoroughly up to you. I'm not here to make you think a certain way, to make you believe a certain thing. I talk about what I talk about, and those who care enough to listen can draw their own conclusions. But they will know I will never sell out a one of you. The truth is coming out. It's a matter of time, and I can't wait to hear it. I want to see the look on people's faces. Check out that link that I'm going to put in the bottom below. Watch that Greg Hunter video tonight. And watch near the end of it, she talks about it. It's a good time for us. To my subscribers that are here, that are watching this, I thank you. You don't know me, I don't know you, but we are in this together. Positive vibrations. Let's make this happen. It's time to all of us get off our butts and do our part. Be a part of this movement. Because even your tiny bit will matter. Just like my tiny, minuscule little bit will matter. Thanks for watching. Peace.